Thank you for joining us on another edition of the Florida Chamber's Bottom Line. I'm Tony Carvajal, Executive Vice President of the Florida Chamber Foundation, and joining me today is Beth Kigel, President and CEO of the Northern Palm Beach County Chamber of Commerce, and a good friend from the Florida Transportation Commission. Thanks for joining us today, Beth.
Thank you for having me, Tony.
Beth, it's a pleasure to have you here not only as a chamber professional, but as somebody who's thinking about the long-term future of Florida. As you know, we're going to add 6 million more people, and one of the roles that you play at the Florida Transportation Commission is actually planning for those 6 million people. Tell us a little bit about transportation and where we're going.
One of the things that's very exciting about being on the Florida Transportation Commission as a chamber executive is that transportation is really totally interlinked with economic development. So as more people come to the state of Florida, whether they're visitors, as you know, we're going to be approaching, I guess, 150 million visitors over the next 15 years. As more people are coming into Florida and out of Florida, we have to make sure that we move them around efficiently and effectively. That's how we're going to be globally competitive. So whether it's people or moving goods around the state of Florida, that is critically important to ensuring that we continue to grow and become globally competitive.
You recently spoke at the Florida Chamber Foundation's Transportation Summit, and you did a great job summarizing some of the technology and the changes that are coming up, things that are going to impact the tax base, things that are going to impact technology. Anything that you want our listeners today to know?
Well, as I said before, the movement of goods and people is critically important. One of the things that I did mention at that particular talk was that transportation transforms communities, and that's absolutely true. So if you think about the whole idea of mobility, and you think about what we go through every day in terms of congestion, as well as safety, let me give you a statistic that's really going to promote connected and automated vehicles moving forward in the state of Florida and across the nation. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration plans on a greater than 80% reduction in non-impaired driver road fatalities. That is a big, big number. If you look at the state of Florida, approaches about 2,500 road fatalities every year. So that's really what's propelling this forward. The industry is bought into it. The technology is there. If you look at technology, it's moving at an exponential rate. You've heard of the Google vehicle. General Motors just invested or announced that they're investing $500 million in Lyft, which is moving to automated vehicles. General Motors, Audi, Toyota have all announced transitioning to the driverless vehicle. There's a tremendous amount of momentum, and the statistics, the future statistics are there. And all of them are moving towards a congestion-free environment. So if we can live in that kind of an environment, what a great place to live, work, and play.
I know you as a leader in transportation, but you're also a leader at the county level on innovation. Tell us a little bit about the life sciences in your backyard.
Life sciences and what's happening there, particularly in Northern Palm Beach County, is quite extraordinary. We happen to have the Florida headquarters, or the only non-German headquarters of Max Planck in Jupiter. On that same campus, we have the Florida headquarters of the Scripps Research Institute, and they sit on Florida Atlantic University's campus in Jupiter. There's a tremendous collaboration going on within those three entities. There's joint degree programs, sharing of lab space and equipment and what have you, that really is going to be world class. We're very excited because it's going to help to realize the vision that was laid out about 10 years ago to the future of bioscience and diversifying Florida's economy.
There's a lot of interesting things going down in your county and in South Florida. Sounds like you're also preparing for a business brand change. Tell me a little bit about that.
Absolutely. We actually, from Northern Palm Beach County, we cover 10 municipalities, if you can believe that. And many of them are disparate. They have their own uniqueness, but they're very interdependent on one another, as is the business community, the nonprofit and cultural communities. So what we started 2 years ago, we've actually coalesced around a business brand. We brought all these parties together, we brought a consultant in, and we actually worked with focus groups, webinars, a lot of research, and we have all agreed on a business brand that'll be used to market Northern Palm Beach County. And it's really important. We're very excited that the state is embarking on this too, because we all understand how important it is to market all those positive attributes in terms of why you would want a business to relocate or stay and grow and expand. And quality of life is a big part of it, in promoting the quality of life that you have in a particular region.
Well, Florida's open for business, and it's being led by people like you. Thank you so much for what you're doing at the state level and at the local level. And thank you all for joining us on another edition of the Florida Chamber's Bottom Line.